everybody. So today I just wanted to make a video kind of showing you guys, lately I've really been into adult coloring, which is pretty much just like coloring when you're a kid, except for the designs tend to be more sophisticated and you usually use like colored pencils or markers instead of crayons, although sometimes I use a combination. Especially I'll use like colored pencils on the smaller details or markers, and then sometimes I use crayons if there's like a big blank space because it's just easier to color with those. So these are a few of the coloring books that I've done recently. There's Color Fantasy, which all of these except for one came from the dollar store, Dollar Tree. So they were only $1 a piece. So I've been doing this one, Color Fantasy, which is mostly fantasy. This Adult Coloring Relax and Rewind, which is inspirational quotes. And obviously the ones I'm showing you are ones I haven't colored yet. I'll show you in a minute some of the ones I have colored. And then the other one I got from the dollar store was The Great Outdoors, which was kind of like a nature-y type one. And I haven't done a whole lot of pictures in this. I think I've only done 2 pictures out of this one, so still got a lot to do in that one. And then this one wasn't from the dollar store. I got it from eBay for I think like $3 or something. And it's Unicorns Are Jerks, and it's really kind of funny. It's just, it's actually a book just about how unicorns are jerks, and I just thought it was funny, and I like the images because I love unicorns, and I like that they're being kind of funny and silly. But let's go ahead and I'll show you guys some of the finished pictures I've done. So here's some of the first ones I did. And this is actually an old Rudolph picture that I did of the Bumble. And that actually isn't from an adult coloring book, but I really like the way it turned out. And then, let's see, from one of the adult coloring books, from the fantasy book, I did this kind of wizardy themed one. And as you can see, there's quite a bit more detail than a lot of like kids coloring books would have. But I like the way it turned out. And then I did this dragon one, which I did with mostly metallic colored pencils, and hopefully the sun isn't too bright and you guys can see all of this stuff clearly because I'm sitting like right in front of a window, so hopefully you guys can see it clearly. But I like the way that one turned out. And then I did this one, which is some kind of, I don't know, salamander or newt or gecko or something, I'm not sure. But I like the colors that I chose for it. I think it's really bright and colorful. And then I did this cardinal, which I really like the colors that I chose for this too. I especially like the black and the blue trees in the background. I think that was a pretty cool choice. And that's the thing with coloring, is the fun is picking how you're going to make it look and picking the color scheme. And it's really about design, I think, more than anything. And then I did this wolf one with the quote, "We are all made of stars." And I really like the way that one turned out. I think it's cool. And then I did this one, Never Stop Dreaming, which is kind of like an inspiring one too. And I love the way her hair turned out with the different colors in it. I love that. And by the way, all of these, I've actually found there's a market of people who like to buy, especially like adult coloring book pictures. So I've been selling some of these on eBay, and I only start bidding at like 99 cents. But I've actually had some interest and had people bidding on some of them. So if you guys like any of these really well and you'd like to, you know, get one and frame it and hang it up, then you can check it out on there. My eBay link is always in the video description. But I really like this one. I think it's pretty. And then this was from the fantasy one, and it's obviously a very gothic-like look, and I like the way it turned out. I really do. I think it's really pretty. And then, let's see, another inspirational quote one, "You are my universe," and it's just kind of like an outer space theme. And this one I used some marker, and then the rest of it I did with colored pencil or crayon. And then I did this one, which is, this one had a lot of detail, so it took a long time to complete this one. And the color scheme I chose, I just kind of randomly started with stuff, and I was like, well, like I started with the kind of greenish tealish and the blue. And then I stuck the yellow in there, and then I was like, well, I think it needs a couple other colors, so I started with kind of the lighter pink, and I like the way it turned out. I think she turned out pretty good. I like all the detail. I love like how this turned out with the kind of maroon background and like the goldish brownish shadow, and I just like the way it turned out. I like the colors of the bulbs above her. I think it turned out well. But that's kind of what I've been doing lately. It's a way to kind of feed my artistic side, but it's easier, honestly, than having to draw everything myself and color it. It's just something that I don't have to think as hard about. I mean, the main part of thinking is just deciding like what color scheme I want to go with and how I want it to look at the end. So I really enjoyed these. Like I said, if you like the artistic style, or anybody would like to get one and frame it and hang it up, then feel free to check out my eBay. And I guess that's it for today. I will have some more videos for you guys soon, hopefully. A few new books that I'm going to feature, and a toy company just contacted me about some toys they're going to send me to review, so I'm excited about that. And I appreciate all you guys watching. I hope you enjoyed this, so bye!